Okay, so we like Christmas horror films then, basically, particularly Christmas slashers. So the main film we're going to talk about on the show today is Christmas Evil, which is directed by Lewis Jackson. Now, he doesn't like the name Christmas Evil for his film because he didn't come up with it. As happened with a few films during the 80s, the distributor of the film decided to give it the name Christmas Evil against his wishes. His preferred title is You Better Watch Out.
Which they actually used for another movie later on, didn't they?
Yeah, so Better Watch Out. They Facebooked it. They got rid of the U, basically, to make it cleaner. So, yeah, quite an interesting film, I think. What is the synopsis of this one?
Synopsis is: a toy factory worker mentally scarred as a child upon learning Santa Claus is not real suffers a nervous breakdown after being belittled at work and embarks on a Yuletide killing spree. So this is basically I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus vibes, but taken to the extreme, because that's what happens when he's like scarred for life as a kid. So
yeah, pretty much. Although I don't know. So there's certain things about this which are, I think, subjective in the story, mostly in the second half of the film.
Yeah.
Because this is one of those films, it gets miscategorized as a slasher. It's not really a slasher, I would say. It's more similar to something like Driller Killer, or it's kind of got the same sort of vibe as something like Maniac, or that film that we reviewed, Don't Go in the House.
Yeah.
Except not as nihilistic as those films. They're quite kind of grimy. It's not really like that, but it's mostly just, it's about a guy who lives by himself and who clearly loves Christmas too much.
I would say it's the unraveling of a madman. It had very much Driller Killer vibes to it. And it's 51 minutes till the first death. So a very slow burn. 51 minutes. I mean, the film's only about an hour and a half.
It's, about 85 minutes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's one of those kind of films. So, yeah, if you're watching this expecting like a high body count, not really going to get that. No. And most of the deaths happen in one scene.
Yeah.
Bar one.
Yeah.
So it's not really that. So it is very, very heavily reliant on the performance of your main character. So the main character, whose name is Harry, is played by Brandon Maggart, who, weird little thing, is he is Fiona Apple's dad, which is very strange.
Okay, random.
Yeah. What did you think of Brandon Maggart's performance?
Yeah, I thought it was decent. There was one part that stuck in my head, the part when he actually glued the beard on and he couldn't get it off and he was very sort of frantic and, towards the end when it was reaching its peak and he was having arguments with his brother and stuff, it was quite convincing. There were some parts when I thought, not sure about this, but some parts were played really well. So it was a bit of a mixed bag for me.
Yeah, sure. I think for a film of this type, I think it does kind of work quite well. Because, as I said, a lot of it is subjective. So bits of it we know are definitely real, obviously, where he kills people.
Yeah.
And obviously he had a difficult relationship with his brother.
Yeah.
Although, again, the parts at the beginning, are they actually what happened? Or is that just his memory of what happened?
Don't know.
Because it could go either way. It depends on how you view the film. Like
I think I viewed it as it actually happened because, I don't know, it just seemed like an outsider's view, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and like where he quote unquote becomes Santa Claus. Again, has he actually become Santa Claus and he's seeing, like, obviously, look, the very, very end part of the film, that's the best bit of the film, by the way, is like, okay, that's obviously not happened. It's just clearly in his mind.
Yeah.
But how much of what's happened before is in his mind as well?
Yeah.
So is the beard actually stuck to his face? Or is it just he's just convinced himself that he is Santa Claus now?
Yeah, maybe. He's quite a good seamstress as well.
Yeah, sure.
Kudos to him. But I also found it quite funny that he works in a toy factory. This is all very convenient and it's called Jolly Dream Toy Factory.
Yeah, sure.
And he's like the manager of it. So he's got all his elves, making the toys and stuff.
And they don't respect him at all.
No, and it's a real Driller Killer, like slow burn, like, eroding his mental health away kind of vibes. And the sort of shrine on the wall for Santa in his house is quite funny as well. It's a bit mad, bit over the top, but yeah, I appreciated it. I thought it wasn't a bad movie, you know.
Yeah, sure. I mean, the bits I found, I guess they're funny because you wouldn't be able to do this now, is where he's watching children through binoculars. Yeah. And then he's literally like checking, are they being naughty or nice? And there's this naughty kid who's got a hilarious name. Another film with a character with a hilarious name in it.
Moss.
Moss. What a name.
I noticed that as well. I was like,
Moss Garcia. What a name.
What the hell? And he's like reading porno mags at his age. It must be about 8 or something.
Yeah, he's very young. Yeah.
Penthouse magazine.
Yeah.
And what was it he said? Questionable hygiene.
Yeah, questionable hygiene. I remember this. But yeah, he has literally got books of naughty and nice children.
Yeah.
And he's like making notes of Moss, naughty, impure thoughts, like you said, which is hilariously funny.
Also, did you see that part where so the mum gets really angry at him and she slaps him on the face and it seems so real because the kid really yelps out in pain. And I was thinking that looks real. I think she really slapped him.
Maybe maybe just like lay that shit in. Like, don't hold back.
I mean, the kid could be an incredible actor, but I'm going to guess probably not, you know, on their budget.
Yeah, working with children is quite difficult.
Yeah.
Basically.
But yeah, the binoculars watching the children, I was like, oof, yeah, this is well dodged. You wouldn't be able to do that now.
Yeah. Do you think he's a sympathetic character? The main character, not Moss. No, he's clearly not sympathetic in the slightest because he is quite put upon. It's not quite like Clint Howard in Evil Speak, where like he's clearly being bullied by other people and he's got a satanic computer to get revenge on them. It's like... Like, he's clearly a bit weird, but is he a bad person? I mean, not really.
I think he's deluded. He lives in his own delusion. He's an obsessive character. And yeah, I just more felt sorry for him. He sort of like hums different Christmas films all the way through, which started off quite well. And then in the end, sort of felt a little bit annoying, like maybe too many, you know. But
yeah, lots of that.
I felt sorry for him, and I felt like towards the end when he was really taking all those toys to the kids and donating and protecting the kids, it did feel, you know, genuinely really sad because he's trying to do a good thing. But yeah, it's a mixed bag again, really, like I say. Like some bits were very convincing, some bits were quite ham.
Yeah, sure. I think for a movie of this level, I think it's quite good to me. 1980 is a very interesting year because 1980 is like the last year where we get a lot of these kind of films and then you never really see them again.
Yeah.
Where they've got the sort of 70s aesthetic where they're kind of quite grimy and they're quite dark and they're quite, I guess, not fun to watch in a lot of ways.
I actually like that grimy, dark aesthetic. I just thought that for a slasher, there's not enough killings in it. It takes far too long and the pacing was a big issue. But aside from that, I liked the look of this movie.
Yeah, so from a body count perspective, there's not really a lot to count.
Yeah.
Is there?
But as it's my job, that I shall tell you that there were 4. Well, really there were 5 because our killer, it's implied that he dies at the end, but we're not really sure, so we'll assume he will, but I'm not going to count that because, yeah, if it's a suicide and he drives his van off a cliff, which has got a sled painted on the side, which I thought was really cool, actually, really fun concept in the movie. But there are 4 people that he kills, so I think that's the death count. 4.
Yeah, and they're like, apart from Frank, who kind of deserved it based on what happened in the film.
Yeah.
The other 3 people who kills are just random people who are just a bit condescending towards him. That was their only crime.
Yeah, and he spent ages crafting that toy soldier with the metal spike, and then he just sort of used an axe more anyway. So.
Yeah, which looked like a very tiny axe as well. Looked very like the way it was edited was quite cool, but I suppose if you're expecting like Tom Savini levels, it's not going to come across that well. But I don't know, I thought it worked quite well.
I think technically it's a hatchet rather than an axe, but it looks like an axe to me anyway. So small axe. But yeah, incredible how that man, Frank's wife, just was sound asleep while all this was happening.
Yeah, sure. I mean, there's a few things. So he's obviously, it's a Harry. This is when he's in his full sort of Santa outfit. It's Christmas Eve at this point. He tries to get down the chimney. He doesn't fit down the chimney.
Oh, that bit I found that really uncomfortable and like awkward to watch. And it made me feel so sorry for him. It's like, oh, his plan's foiled. And I was wondering what the hell is going to happen? Because what happens if you get stuck and you just can't get out?
Well, yeah.
It's quite scary.
It does kind of make you wonder, because that is the story of Santa Claus, isn't it? It's like he comes down the chimney. So some strange man entering your house to leave you presents and then go. And it's like, okay, like,
Yeah.
You feed him like cookies and milk.
So. Yeah. Because, I mean, we've all seen those things, like those internet memes that, morbid knowledge or whatever that drift about online.
Right.
There's like different Twitter accounts and things, and you'll see the odd one where it's like, oh, this person disappeared and they were found 10 years later, like upside down in a chimney.
Sure, yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, that could have been this guy.
Yeah, sure, yeah. No, I know what you're referring to. Yeah. Yeah, no, it could have been him, but like he was too fat to get down the chimney in the first place. So he just had to find a window that he could get in.
Which he did.
He does, yeah. People not locking their windows properly in 1980.
Yeah, it was quite common then. But yeah, I mean, overall, I thought this was it was kind of like a thriller in a lot of ways. It was like a psychotic thriller. There was quite a nice build to it and a lot of insanity and a decent atmosphere. So yeah, not terrible. Quite enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, sure. I enjoyed watching it. Like I've seen it before. And I think when you kind of know what's going to happen, the experience is kind of more enjoyable because, yeah, if you approach this as, I'm going to see like a movie with lots of murders in it, you're not going to get that. You are just going to get like this guy who clearly didn't have a lot of scruples to begin with, lose more of those scruples, and suddenly decide, no, I am literally going to be Santa Claus now. And then start kind of like, he's not entirely evil. This is kind of the difference between this and Silent Night, Deadly Night, is that he's trying to be literally Santa. So it's like, oh, hi kids, you've been good. Here are presents.
Yeah.
And it's like, this man has been really bad, so I'm going to stab him in the eye.
Yeah. And it ends up being like a bit of a Santa witch hunt at the end where all the town have...
They all have torches somehow.
Yeah, on like staffs on fire, and they're like, oh, Santa's wrecked our lives. And yeah, so it's interesting.
No, if it was now, they would just have phones and a gun, basically. Yeah, I'm not sure where they would have got torches from. That could bring back to Frankenstein, that's clearly kind of echoing that sort of vibe.
There was also like quite a fun bit where they had a lineup of Santas, a police lineup of Santas.
Yes, that was very funny.
That was hilarious.
Merry Christmas.
They got them to repeat that, which was really funny. And then at the end, there was like a jazz version of Jingle Bells, which was also really fun.
So is that in the bar? When he gets dragged into that bar and there are people celebrating Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So very interesting. There's a guy, he's one of the people who drags him in, is Mark Margolis, who's in Pi and Requiem for a Dream. Darren Aronofsky used him in loads of his films. So he was someone I recognised. You may also recognise the actor who plays Harry's brother from The Shawshank Redemption and The Green Mile. He plays an older guy in those films.
Yeah, found him quite irritating in this movie, which is obviously on purpose. But
yeah, sure. I don't know, his character is a bit annoying, but that's kind of, I think, the point is that it's so weird. He says like, oh, I thought I would love having an older brother when I was growing up. And it's like, okay. So it's like, how messed up was his childhood? Bear in mind, at the start of the film, like he sees Mummy kissing Santa Claus, as you said, and cuts himself.
Yeah, on a snow globe, which was really funny.
It's like, okay.
Caught you out to use a smash snow globe. There's another bit as well, like when his brother gets really worried about him at the end, and then when he goes to his brother's house, and then he goes, I think he puts him in his van, and you think that his brother's killed him, but then he just fucking wakes up and punches him in the face. Yeah. It made me laugh so much. I was like, yeah, get him. That was awesome. So yeah, I mean, I thought the ending was quite fun. Leaves it open to your imagination. It had like good like Santa vibe to it, and yeah,
I do like how he painted the sleigh on the side of his van.
Oh yeah, I thought that was awesome.
Pretty awesome. I think like more Santas should bring that back, I think.
Yeah, definitely. And the way he was practicing like his Merry Christmas to all a good night, and ho, 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 and all that. He was really getting into it, very passionate, and it was like, it definitely was like psycho, like psychotic vibes to it.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so to end this is one of John Waters' favourite films, by the way.
Really?
I think this is his favourite Christmas film. He is one of the people who actually does the commentary on the Blu-ray version of this film, and it's quite interesting.
Nice.
I think it appeals to his sensibility, which I always find awesome.
Yeah.
Do you prefer this or Silent Night, Deadly Night? Because Silent Night, Deadly Night is basically a less interesting version of this film to me. And what I find interesting is Silent Night, Deadly Night, for those who don't know, when that film was released in America, people lost their shit. How dare you make a killer Santa Claus movie? Like, Santa Claus is for the children. And yeah, the Christian moralists and parents groups in America who have not gone away have arguably gotten much worse. But anyway, they basically killed that film rather.
Oh.
Whereas this came out not really to any fanfare at all. I think it didn't really have a lot of distribution.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that film got loads of shit for what is essentially the same story as this, including sort of a prologue, which is quite, sexually deviant. I'll just say that much. More sexually deviant, if anything. And it's literally a guy dressed as Santa going, punish, naughty, garbage day. No, that's the second film. But it's I would say a less interesting version of this film. So I think I slightly prefer this film. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I think so. I need to do a rewatch of Silent Night, Deadly Night, but I think I prefer Silent Night, Deadly Night. But I do need to do a rewatch. But that sticks in my mind as being more my favourite one.
Silent Night, Deadly Night is sleazier because it's got Linnea Quigley.
Yeah.
So say no more about that. But yeah, I don't know. So if you've not seen it, it's the right time of year to watch it. I'll just say that much. With your Christmas horror.
Judge for yourself.
Now, if you want to do that, you can buy this online from Amazon and Fandango if you're in America. And if you just want to stream it, it's available on Shudder in the UK right now. And it's also available elsewhere on Amazon, Plex, Paramount Plus, Eternal Family, Screambox, Mamatu, Foursome, Roku, and a bunch of other places that I couldn't even bother to write down because there's just so many of them.
Oh, awesome.
So, yeah, you don't really have an excuse not to
watch it. Yeah, I mean, gotta love Shudder as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Definitely. And if you want to buy it on Blu-ray, it's available from Vinegar Syndrome and here in the UK on 88 Films. So there's another way to watch it.
Excellent.